Hey guys, how are you? It's Yelena here. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use Automatio in order to scrape a data from some website and then use that data in your Webflow project. If you're not already familiar with what is Automatio, it is a very powerful no-code web automation and data extraction tool. I'm going to show you how it works. So for the purpose of this video, I will create a job board and I'm going to use Webflow, Automatio, and Zapier. This is the template that I'm using, made by Jetboost. So if you need something like this, check that out. What I want to do here, I want to go to this Dribble job board and I want to scrape all of these URLs that leads to a single job post page. And then from this job post page, I want to scrape the data such as job title, job location, type, description, and whatever I feel like I need from here. And then this data I want to send to this Google Sheet that I prepared already. And from this Google Sheet, I want to send the data to my Webflow website using Zapier. So let's do this. First, I'm going to go here and I'm going to open the Automatio extension, which looks super sweet. It has a UI that is very easy to work with. So here there are the actions, input action that you can use to input the data into forms, into fields. Then we have click action, which is used for interacting with elements such as buttons, links, drop downs, and similar. Then there is the extract action, which I'm going to use mostly for this purpose, and it's used for extracting the data. Then there is toolbox action, which has a bunch of other options that are really cool and really useful. Then we have the pagination, and there is different types of pagination supported, which is really awesome. And yeah, that's a quick overview of how the extension looks. So let me show you how it works. Here I'm going to use the extract action. And as I said, now I want to extract the links for all of these job posts. And here you can see how it works. So basically you just hover over the elements and select what you need. So I'm going to just click here and it says it's going to select the 462 results. So we have 462 elements selected, and we want to say that from those elements we want to take the link. Okay, and I'm going to give it a proper title, job post URL. And I'm going to click this check icon, and if I go on preview, here I can see how the data looks. Everything looks fine. And now I can go create and run. The instance is created, it's running. And now if I go in the Automatio dashboard, I will see it over here. I can click here. It says running, and now every second here will be shown the data. There we go. So here are all the URLs from the job posts. And what I want to do now is go to each of these URLs and scrape the data that I need. So I'm going to again open the Automatio extension. And now here in this start action, I will say that I want the data type to be dynamic, which will give us the option to select the source. And here we want to use the instance that we created previously as our source, and the data point will be job post URL. Here I'm going to say I want to scrape only 40 results, and now I'm going to tell it what I wanted to scrape. So we're going to go with extract action, and extract the job title. Here I'm going to name it job title. I will just duplicate this action, and I'm going to select another element. I'm going to say job location. Then I'm going to take job type. and job description. Let's take company name as well. And let's take the apply now link. So we're going to click on this button. We're going to say we want to get the link from it. I'm just going to rename it job apply link. Okay. And let's preview to see if everything is okay. Everything looks fine. I'm ready to go. So let's go. Create and run. The new instance is created. Let's see it over here. Okay, it's running. Now, another cool thing that we have here is logs. And here you can see what is going on actually. So we can see that the Automatio is navigating to the URL and then it's extracting the data that I told it to extract, which is very cool. And here we can see the CSV data. What I want to do now is connect this with Google Sheet. And I'm just going to click on the Google Sheets button. There are options if you want to create a new one or select the existing one. I'm going to select the existing one. And I'm going to say I want it to be updated into real time. We're just going to assign that. Okay, it's signed. And if I go to my Google Sheet that I prepared, there it is, the data. Now let's send this data to our Webflow website. As you can see here I don't have any data currently. So I'm just going to send it over here in this jobs collection over here. Okay, let's do that. Here I already created the Zapier, but I'm going to walk you through so you can see what's going on. So we are using the new spreadsheet row as a trigger. And I connected my Google Sheet account, my Google Sheet. And now let's just manually fire up so I don't have to wait Zapier to do that. I'm going to continue. So we're pulling the data, the new row, and here we're going to just connect our Webflow. The action event will be create live item. Then we connect our Webflow account and we set up the actions. So we set up the collection, which we have, which is the jobs collection. And then we set up all the fields. For description, we want job description text. For company name, we want the company name text. And that's how we connect the data from the Google Sheet to the Webflow. Okay, I'm gonna then trigger this again. Let's first turn on the Zap. Okay, let's manually fire it up and trigger. Okay, it says it was sent to Webflow just now. Let's see. And there we go. Here is the data sent from Automatio through Google Sheets, through Zapier to the Webflow website. Here we have all the info that we scraped: job title, location, description, company name, the link, which is very cool. And if I refresh here, we will see that in the jobs collection as well. Great. Now, what you can do with all this process is you can say that you want this instance to run every once a day. So how you can do that, you would go in the start action and then you would select the trigger to be schedule, and you want to schedule that, for example, to run on every 12 hours. Okay, so this instance will run every 12 hours. And what you also want to make sure to do is to say stop at duplicate. And the deduplication reference will be the job post URL, which means that this will scrape only the new links. And then you will just update the instance. And then in this instance that depends on the previous one, you will go in the start action again, and you will give it another trigger, which will be on instance finish. And we are just going to select the previous instance. And this means that the previous instance is gonna run every 12 hours, and then when it finish, this one will follow up and go scrape data. What is very important as well to say is that once the instance is created and running, it has nothing to do anymore with my browser or my computer. So I can shut it off, go in a walk, and Automatio will still run because it runs, everything runs on the Automatio cloud server. So yeah, that's that for this video. I hope that you find it useful. And if you do, and if you think that Automatio could be useful for you as well, you can check more information over here. And the URL is automatio.co. And there is also an early adopters program open, which gives you a lot of benefits and perks, and also comes with a lifetime discount of 50%. So make sure to subscribe, fill out this form, subscribe, and you will get a follow-up email with further instructions on how you can become the early adopter. Okay, that's that for this video. I hope that you found it useful and that you liked it. Write me in the comments what you think, and I'm gonna see you in some other video. Stay well and bye.